The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Well, good morning, and how are you guys doing out there in the land of the internet? I'm rather sick at the moment, so don't breathe. Don't get too close. But I think you're safe this way. You know, it started with a little bit of back pain, which I thought was just that. I thought I overdid it. And then all of a sudden, get this weird fever, the chills, cough. Bottom line is, being sick sucks. And I know all of you can agree with me because, then again, really, who likes to be sick? I mean, I don't know anybody who likes to be sick. It is one of those things that, you know, when you were a kid, your thought of being sick was okay because you kept thinking, wow, I didn't have to go to school today. Or maybe I didn't have to do certain things. Now, when I was a kid and we got sick, my mom and them, they made sure that it sucked for us. There was no exciting fun at home when you stayed home from being sick. Matter of fact, when you're sick, you got to see commercials.
Are you frantically pounding away on your keyboard these days? To discuss your views, share your passions, teach a skill, or share a craft to the masses on social media. Podcasting is a bright light that can help you reach a diverse audience. And the NOK Network can help. Even if you have no experience, NOK Network will work with you to develop your content to air on our diverse network to reach a wide audience, allowing us to grow together. Podcasts are aired on multiple platforms simultaneously across social media and streaming sites live through our network. Contact us and let's chat about how we can help you develop your podcast and join the NOK team.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Now we get back to the show.
What's happening, friends? It's 10 o'clock, and welcome to Waking Up with the Wayniac. You know, I'm rather sick right now, so please forgive me while I'm a little out of sorts. Got snot leaving every damn hole in my body. Man, being sick is for the birds. You know, the idea that we think about it when we're sick is, well, I can't wait to feel better. And the whole idea is that we want to feel better. But feeling better, you got to go through this whole thing in order to get there, right?
Golden Eagle, the original Tombstone Brew.
You know, I still love beer even when I'm sick. I mean, I don't drink it when I'm sick though, because, well, I don't think it would help any. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. What matters the most to us is, why, thank you. Oh, look at that. The Dark Fool is checking in with us, y'all. And soon enough, he will find his own way to come to the beautiful Arizona. You know, let's get started. Let's chat a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. Let's get there. You know, originally I was going to back out this morning because I really wasn't feeling good. Just feeling like shit. Last night was the worst sleep I think I've ever got. And then on top of that, you know, it's weird because when you're when you're fevery, when you have fevers, I know what I was going to say. When you have a fever, you get fever dreams. Nothing seems right. Nothing seems right. You know, when you're designing content, you're making videos and you're making this stuff, sometimes the idea is just come out of nowhere. Sometimes you're like, oh, what'd be a great video would be this, or what'd be great would be that. When you're sick, the last thing you want to do is any of this, any of it. I mean, any of it, guys. I mean, terribly. When you're sick, it is such a shitty, shitty, evil feeling, man. It's this whole like, everything seems to be more difficult. Everything seems to take more time because you're sick, of course. But I think you guys get it.
Here's an official 1800s bucking board, big wheel, 4x4 trailer. And you too can have the wildest ride. Check it out, Bluetooth, an official metal wheel, and you can pull along 2 horses, 3 horses, 4 horses. Here's an antique bucking board. This here would be your Ford truck in your, how would you say, your 4-wheel drive for all of us farm folks. Take a look.
Luxury. You know, when you feel like this, the only luxury that you have is the fact that blankets, lots of blankets. I got lots of blankets on, and I got a sweatshirt on just because I'm trying to absorb this sickness or whatever the hell this is. It's been a while. It's been a week now, and it's kind of scary because I'm not seeing any reprieve. The problem is, you know, I work in a town that has a whole lot of tourists. And, those are a lot of people that don't inoculate. And those are people that decide to come on vacation and while they're sick. Oh, well, the whole point is that being sick sucks. It does.
What you're looking at right here is the 1827 one and only made Starlight Concrete, or actually made right here out of original Kobe chain. This here is one of the one and only 2-speed, 2-cycle, get your laundry done. Hot, spun, wring out and done, clean it up on the line, and just like that, you're clean. Like that, I break up and sweat and start getting swamp ass. And then suddenly you're wondering, what happened? And then I gotta do my lot. I digress. Y'all should come out and just see the way the picture done here in the coach. So good. And it was sad that Big Nose Kate herself, yes, that fine Romanian lady with the big mouth, she hung out here. Could you imagine while she's doing her laundry? I find on the good note that she was, get out of here with your once again, I digress. Remember, there's a fine line between Saturday night and Sunday morning. Good day, y'all. God bless and pass the ammo.
Rather wild, don't you think? I mean, when's the last time that you actually, when's the last time you felt good about something that you did? Something you did, whether it was taking your wife out to dinner, whether it was taking your husband out to dinner, whether it was buying them flowers. The last time we did something that made us feel good, and probably we'd want to do it over and over. And the whole thing is, there is a lot going on out there that can sadden us. Everything from suicide, all the way to political bullshit, all the way to terrible TV shows, all the way to fighting with your siblings, fighting with your wives and your husbands. The point is here that we make it the best. And when you're sick, of course, when you're sick, you can see it as, you can see all the down of it because, well, you're sick. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. And when you're sick, it's funny because all you ever want to do is feel better.
Lefty road through dust and sun, cowboy life but ain't done. Came from Cali to Tombstone Land, podcast mic in his hand. Tales of guns and smoky trails, cactus shadows, dusty veils, lights the pipe green and wild. Wayniac's words fierce as a child.
All right, who's the sick one here? I'm sick, but you guys are viewing in to see a sick guy. I think you're safe as long as you don't get too close and breathe on me. I know, I'm joking. It's weird. When you're sick, you get this weird, I don't care how old you are. I don't care who you are, man or woman. When you're at that point, when all you want is your mom. I caught myself calling out to my mom last night. That's pretty wild. Didn't think I'd be calling out to her, but when you're sick, you're sick. And then what sucks too is it's not like it's not like when you're done, when you're like, I'm done being sick. Let's move on. Doesn't work that way. You got to wait until your body tells you it's right. You got to wait until your body says you're ready. Problem is, if you do go out and do things, relapse.
See, the small endeavors are the ones that always end up being the big endeavors. It's kind of like when you're mad at the microwave oven for being mad at the wife for not answering the phone on time. You get my point. Gotta go.
Everything is small stuff. The problem is that if you don't sweat it, somebody else will. And the whole idea is that we've been conditioning ourselves to be able to tell people, I'm okay, I'm good. We considered the idea that We are, well, I can tell I'm sick, so I'm having a hard time grabbing for thought. You know, when we're out there doing this thing, it's very strange because you can have all the great thought in the world, and as soon as you get sick and you call for your mom, as soon as you do that, it's like you go totally backwards. And it's weird because all we ever want is to feel better, right? And it's like, well, how in the hell are you supposed to feel better when your body feels like shit and your back hurts and your stomach and your all these places that are like legitimate?
Well, good morning, friends. And just in case you missed out, or in case you're going to miss out, let me make sure that you don't miss out. This morning that's right, 11 o'clock Mountain Time, come and check out my show, Waking Up with the Wayniac. You can check it out elsewhere. That's right, 1 o'clock in your cold northern region. Guys, be good to yourself and always treat yourself with love and respect. I hope to see you there.
So you see these videos when you're feeling good and you sound good. And you're like, when was that? Oh, that had to have been a while ago. Either way. Yep. Even when I'm sick. Ooh la la. You know, when you're sick, your only thought is maybe I'll catch up on the internet. I'll watch some TV shows. The problem is you fall asleep through everything. You don't watch any TV shows because, well, you're falling asleep. I didn't catch up on anything. And to be honest with you, I barely even came up here this morning live. I was totally not feeling good, and I was trying to figure out different ways around it.
Golden Eagle, the original Tombstone Brew.
Yum, yum, yum. I never get enough of it. Golden Eagle is one of the original breweries here, and it burned down in the 1800s. But they do serve some amazing, amazing, amazing brew there. And if you're not into it, well, that's a little weird for you because I'm into brew. I personally, I like brew.
So, the bank, would it work? No, Stagecoach is where it's at. But they're moving and you got to catch up with them. No, it's the Stagecoach, trust me. But you can get the lock boxes in the bank. No, haven't you seen, that movie, Stagecoach and the Furious?
This might be the longest live ever, guys. At least the longest live when you're not feeling good. A big part of it is what makes you feel better. Are there any fast things that make you feel better? Cold showers, warm showers, Theraflu. And these are all things that I know that most people take when they're sick. I did not. And maybe I should. I don't know. Just so you guys know, I got some crazy road runners outside, and they're the weirdest, loudest little bird ever. They're totally they're like mischievous little things. It's I don't know. But they're loud.
Birdcage Theater. That's right, the Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona. This little building showed up in 1881, and they showed the acts of all the troubadours from across the United States. All the way from Shakespeare, all the way to the dancing girls. There's a reason they call it the Birdcage, after all. Some of the finest deals were made here in this here building. Some while playing poker, others while watching the ladies of the night. Birdcage Theater, Tombstone, Arizona.
I do love that place. You know, there's something about the Birdcage that is very much an original. You know, when I go there, hang out over there at the Birdcage, it very much comes alive. And I mean that because when you go there, you can feel it, the palpable energy in the air, you know. There's just a lot going on there. And a lot of people have claimed that they've seen stuff and witnessed stuff. Road tripping, indeed. When's the last time you did some road tripping? You know, when I moved, that was considered one. That was moving. That wasn't really considered road tripping, but I guess it would be. Yeah, it would be. Oh, man.
Well, friends, along on their travels, I've met many a fine dandy amounts of peoples. And those are just some of those things I'd like to share with you. Life as an outlaw can be rather dangerous, so remember, keep good company, good friends, and a good safe place to hide your hat. We call that place the Rusty Armadillo.
Yeah, those are those times that we hang out. The Armadillo is a pretty cool bar that I've spent my time at as a cowboy. Friends of mine own it, so, you know, we always get an open door there. A little silent movie for you. I thought maybe it would help you. Maybe but does it? Does it? I don't know. Maybe it does. Oh, man. So what do you do to feel better? Guys got any ideas? I'm open. I'm totally open to something.
Well, finally made it out here. Problem is, the heat is absolutely terrible. And then I ran into these gents. Oh, they take all the fun out of the game. Well, come out to Tombstone. Check this place out. It's actually pretty wild. They say it's where history actually happened. Personally, I haven't seen no history yet, but I'm ready to make some. Get out of here!
Wow. I watched that video now and I realized just how far off that was when I made it. I moved into town. I didn't know anybody. I was down there talking to the Earp brothers, trying to drum up something. And it doesn't happen because those guys are definitely they're definitely iconic under their own thing.
Can't argue with stupid. You just can't. Can't argue with stupid. You just can't.
I don't know. I still think arguing with stupid is one of those things. It doesn't get us anywhere. Oh my God, man. That's like when you're arguing, you're sick. You just, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. You're just sick. And I kept taking it on the chin right here going, okay, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. Well, I don't feel better. And it sucks because I was hoping that, start to feel better, get all this stuff together. So then, oh, well, you know what time it is? That's what time it is. Don't forget.
Bong time, it's bong time. Don't you just know bong time? It's bong time, it's bong time. Everyone loves bong time. Bong time, it's bong time. Don't you just know bong time? It's bong time, it's bong time. Everyone loves bong time.
I love a bong hit right now, but I think it would kill me. Can't think straight. Sorry, guys. Sorry, this is
all the way here to Tombstone, and they seem they got my here sign. Politicians. What are more than politician, more than overpaid jerks and tight suits? I couldn't fit into a suit, a little hot during the summertime, and especially my spurs look a little funny in them. What? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Interesting, right? I know. You're probably thinking, what is this guy's major malfunction? Well, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a fever, a cold. My best friend has been cold water. Excuse me. Oh. 7 reactions and 7 views. Guys, thank you so very much. I'm sorry that I'm sick today. I was hoping that I can give you guys some kind of fun, exciting show. Just personally, I'm lagging. I'm lagging ass big time. Oh, man. All right. Sorry, friends. Didn't mean to lose you there in the middle of a little sick reprieve. I knew it was going to take a second or though, because my mind's not thinking right now.
Good day, y'all. How you doing today? Hopefully your Friday is going to be outstanding. And hopefully nothing gets in the way of it. Like, the Pony Express running late. Or maybe the Pinkertons are following you. Or maybe you're on Santa's bad list. However you call it. Come to Tombstone, Arizona.
Yeah. Come to Tombstone, Arizona, where you too could be sick. No, I'm joking. Maybe not. It's one of those, if you could remember the moment when you were around someone that was sick, if you could put that moment out there and remember it, you'd remember like, oh, that person, damn them. But I don't remember who it was. I have no clue who it was. There's just a lot of people, and you can't say it's just one.
You can't argue with stupid. You just can't.
No, you can't. There's no need to even attempt. Arguing with stupid only gets you in like one place, and that's a headache. Jeez. You know what old Uncle Ron says? Uncle Ron?
I believe the saying is, one who lives in a golden canoe must never throw rocks at a plastic dinghy. You need to get your facts straight when you put them out there on the internet.
Yeah, right? I don't know. Sometimes we got to get our facts straight, they say. All right, let's have it down. Currently, as I'm talking to you guys, my back is totally freezing. It feels like I got a headache in my back. Does that make any sense? Stiff. That's like where your sickness is, from like laying around. Oh, well, friends, countrymen and Romans. It's made for and by stoners. Remember that. I don't know. Would you want to use one that's not?
In breaking news, heat waves going across the nation, preparing for summer.
I know, right? How foolish of us. But yet, we can play this for you.
I'll take your picture.
Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool, huh?
Bong it time, it's bong it time. Don't you just know bong it time? It's bong it time, it's bong it time. Everyone loves bong it time.
Well, hopefully you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing every time you hear that monikered song. Hopefully you know exactly what is supposed to happen. You're supposed to be lighting that bong and getting a smoke in there. I hope. Oh, I'm freezing. I got blankets galore. Sorry for all the complaining, y'all. It's just one of those. Ugh. I was so hoping I'd feel better. I know. You're thinking, what are we driving around for looking at shit? It's because it's always... It's always 420 if you guys didn't know that. I don't know, whether it is or it's not, it always is. You know, when you're trying to feel better, I don't know if bong hitting helps. Guys, this is going to be rough, man. This is going to be very rough right here. I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this off here. We got like 25 minutes to go, and I'm lagging. I'm super lagging. Well, that is definitely not the video I was thinking it was, but it kind of is. The other one I had cool sound effects to it, had a cool music going on. And I just gave you guys the cheap version. I don't know.
Join us for NOK Network monthly specials, 12 months a year. Movie night. Spotlights on entertainment. And live on location coverage. Stay up to date about upcoming programming by subscribing to NOK Network on Rumble, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. Check out our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Now we get back to the show.
Well, we've survived this long. Oh, man. I know. Commercials. You almost thought for a second that you weren't going to survive them, huh? I know. But they're necessary evil. Every once in a while, you got to play them because they are going to help, with the commercials, help with the marketing. You know what I mean? So we got to have them. So if you don't like the commercials, change the channel.
Promise I'll be kind of quiet. Oh, just let me do the talking. Oh, let him do the talking. Oh, shit, Wednesday. Pardon me? No, I didn't point at you. I don't shoot my camera at my friends. Only the people that are in front of it that are meant to be in the front of it, not strangers. Unless you want to sign a waiver, I can hand you sign a waiver and you can pay me $700 to put you in my video if you like.
No, you're making the video?
But $700 to get the video done.
How about if I can just watch you?
For $500, you can watch me. $700, you can be in it, you can even be a part of it. $500, you can watch. $350, you can... You have a nice day now. No, I didn't shoot him. Come on. That's why I get paid nothing. Well, looky here, y'all. Old Tombstone.
I wish I could not leave character when I'm sick. The truth is, I'm useless right now, and I feel it. I'm feeling more useless as the hours go by. This has been 4 days of sick. Oh, man, I am over it. I want to be good. I want to be clear and healthy. Feel like I got a balloon over my head.
Cochise Hotel. Established in the summer of 1897 or something in the whereabouts of.
If you're looking for a home in
This is a historic, registered landmark, maybe even ghost town.
are the best around.
Once this porch faced a major railroad and a shipping hub, for the pans of cattle and wagons and ore. Imagine the smell.
Sam and Donna.
Here rested on this, the front guest would sit on this here porch and take in the Arizona summer. Now, a private residence offering a unique bed and breakfast events, private parties, museum tours. Just remember, Team Franco has all your needs covered.
Well, you're back. Ha ha ha. I thought that video would be enough to hold you over, but, well, it evidently wasn't. Well, what else would hold you over? I mean, anything?
What we have here, the GSX 7775. It reaches speeds beyond all magnificent speeds. It will get you to Night City in no time at all. That's right, if you order now. But just wait, there's a whole lot more.
I know, right? Could you imagine buying one of those things? Some kind of like jet cycle? I would be cool with a jet
What you're
cycle.
looking at right here is a...
No, we're not looking at that there. I almost played that video again for you guys, but I realized it would have just been on repeat, and that's no fun.
In the 1800s, these here streets weren't as nice and as fancy as you see them now. In the 1800s, there were disputes in the street by young men, outlaws and cowboys or ranch hands. Sometimes you'd have aristocrats throwing their best bet at that, but not as much as you think.
Aristocrats. I've never been an aristocrat, and I don't even know what it takes to be an aristocrat. Sometimes I've always thought I'd like to be in the in crowd, but does that mean aristocrat? I don't know. The in crowd means the cool kids. I've never even been in the cool kids crowd before either. You know, a big part of it is that when we realize what we want to do and where we want to be with it, that depicts exactly what we need to do.
And we're going to do it. I need dead silence. And then when I get it all the way down, I'm going to turn so you can all see it. And you're going to erupt in applause.
This is weird.
Yes? Yes!
My ex.
Okay, I believe you. Here we go. Dead silence.
It's rather impressive. I mean, could you swallow a 2-foot sword? Not even. The fact that she did that is pretty cool. I've seen her act a bunch. She's a body mechanics expert, so therefore she can put herself into she could put herself through a tennis racket, and she could put herself into a plastic tote. And then she does all these body mechanic tricks as well, and that's when I got to see them doing that show right there. It's pretty impressive, you know. And I wouldn't even think of doing that, but I think what do they say? Oh well, I forgot. Ha!
You can't argue with stupid. You just can't.
No, you can't. Nor do you want to. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this fine day. I hope that you've had a fun time reminiscing in the sick world of me. You know, I got to upload new content. I got to make a whole bunch of new videos, but I've just been so busy. I haven't had a chance to. I ended up getting a part-time job that ended up taking up more time out of my life than expected. Then on top of that, you know, there's a bunch of different ways that you do things. One, you can make content there. The thing is, you know, when you're working, you're not really supposed to be doing such a thing. So I try to keep it when I'm done. So at the end of the day, I try to capture any content that I can.
Well, there went my Uber.
So a lot of people don't know that when you see those stagecoaches and you see those bags on the back of it, those are shit bags. So if you ever need to know what a shit bag is, it's exactly what it is. Excuse me. Oh, what a sucky situation to be in, friends. Hopefully none of you get sick. Hopefully you guys stay nice and healthy. Hopefully you stay warm and healthy. Hopefully you're getting out and doing all the things that you should be doing. I mean, really getting out and doing the stuff you should be doing. I mean, if you haven't thought about it for a second, we all matter so very much. And the thing is that we all forget this. Growing up, we're told by our parents how important we are. Growing up, we're told how important we are by maybe our wives or our girlfriends or our husbands, boyfriends. The deal is, we all matter so very much. Even when I'm sick, I feel like I have something to offer. What that is, I don't really know at the moment, just because I'm lackluster and energy is low. But it doesn't mean to stop. Stopping is one of those options that becomes a repetitive motion. And when you stop and you quit, it becomes the easiest task on the planet. I don't want to do that. Even though, yeah, I want to, but I'm not going to. The whole idea is just when you're sick, you start contemplating things really weird in ways that you never did before because, well, you're sick. And
well, once again, here we are, being family and friends out here in Armador County, or as I should say, Plymouth. Come on out, steampunks. That's right, you heard me right. Steampunks. I'm not really sure what it is, but it is. You should come out and see my friends. All my friends. Wild bunches of us. And remember, if you can't get it right and you don't want to do it right, you can join the Black Flag Gang, because there is only one way out of here.
wow. Well, you guys have hung out with me this morning, and thank you so very much. Hopefully you guys don't get sick. Hopefully you've had a laugh or two. And hopefully you've learned something about yourself. No, I'm joking. There's nothing to learn here this morning. We just got to hang out. You know what? I'm going to have one more dab before we call it a day, my friends. Thank you so very much for all the fun and excitement. Thank you, Kim Cooper, for giving me this great opportunity to be able to have a place to come up and talk from. Thanks from the NOK Network for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for the IWK for every once in a while when I get to go up live with my friends. You know, extend a hand. You never know just who needs it. Well, guys, from all of us here at Keeping It Green and from the NOK, thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. And I hope that your day gets better. Peace. Pot and Microdot, guys. Get out of here.
Woo-hoo-hoo!